When you want to sew on elastic on the Pfaff Creative Icon, there are actually stitches that are best used for stretchy fabrics and stretchy elastic. On the utility menu 1.1, choose stitch number 10. Now, how did I know that that was the elastic stitch? Well, I'd actually already touched the question mark and then found the stitch that finally said elastic stitch. Touch the question mark and then touch the stitch. When the stitch comes up that says elastic stitch, you know you have the right one. For stretch sewing, darning, patching, and lace insertion. So that looks like a stitch that could probably do quite a few different things. It directs me for 0A for foot and make sure that the IDT is engaged. Now, one other thing that you're probably going to need to know is if you are working on anything that is lycra or is elastic which has that rubber in it, you need a stretch needle. We just did a video, 10 things for what you need to know for sewing lycra or spandex, and we'll link to that right up here if you want to learn more. But let's come over to the foot and check out how this stitch looks. Traditionally, elastic is cut smaller than the opening it's being applied for. So that usually means that you need to stretch it once you get sewing. Now, if you stretch it right now, it's going to just pull right out. But once you take a few stitches, you're going to notice that it's going to be nicely held. If you want to use the needle stop down button, that's going to also kind of help hold that stitch when you kind of stop, reposition, and pull. The more you pull, the more gathers you get. So I'm going to just go ahead and start to pull. Now, if it feels like you're getting lots of stitches in one particular place, go ahead and lengthen out the stitch length. So just come over to the screen, touch stitch edit, and make it a little longer. And even if it looks long on screen, remember you are kind of doing the resistance by pulling against this elastic. But once it gets going, it's really going to help kind of pull up. It's another way of gathering actually too. So if you're looking for that. Now I had mentioned stretch needles. So if you're getting any skip stitches after you look at your finished result, that is because the needle and the friction of the rubber is probably all kind of working against each other and can actually make it so the stitches don't actually connect. So here's what we have. You've got that wonderful elastic feeling, and then you can turn it over. You can top stitch that with a twin needle. We have done videos on how to sew with a twin needle. Cover stitch machines are also a great option as well.